280. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still... Wait. Y'all playing the wrong foot. Let's go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Alabama, 380. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Go Bandit! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Hey, check Mike 45! Check Mike 45! I got one! 380!
Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Check 45 to Mike. You got nothing left. You got nothing. Shoot! Switch!
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
45. Mike 45. All day, every day, any day. Check 26, check 26, 66, pull it high.
Brady gives to Michel. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, Michel. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Hey, set 29. Alpha. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Man, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 3. Regular. Hey, Charlie. Mike 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Brady now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Brady now on third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Hogan Bawale. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Mike 54.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Now Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Rip. 54. Escape situation. Hey, orbit. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Check tight. Both man in.
Now Brady again. Dorsett's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 35 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action now. Winston. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Winston now. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The first down throw for Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Levante David. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady. 58, come on. You must be getting tired. Easy. 58, come on.
Winston now to throw on first down. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he'll go down at the 28. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
45. Regular.
They start the 2nd half with Michel on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Hey, exit.
They do go for it. It's Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Let's go. SOS. Easy. SOS.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Alert flow, alert flow, alert flow.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, wahoo! Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, 66.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Ozzy. I'm here all day. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check Mike, check Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, check it. 45. Mike, move. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check it. Reload.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston looking deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 75 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, the return is Mickens. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Dante Hightower on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong
pitch, a shutout for the entire game, but